Hello, and welcome to another edition of Elizabeth Burnt, This and That. Elizabeth will review the TV series Black Mirror. And now your host, Elizabeth Burnt.
Hello, and welcome back again, everybody. I will be reviewing Season 7 of Black Mirror. If you're familiar with this particular series, it's a British series. It's much like Twilight Zone. It's got a Pandora's box kind of storytelling. And there are a lot of references to previous seasons if you've been tuning into that. One of those would be If Anyone Who Knows Who What Love Is, which is what a lot of the fans of the series consider the theme song. I thought that this season in particular was rather short versus other seasons that we've been accustomed to. But I liked a lot of the episodes, but I think my favorite ones were the one with Peter Capaldi, which was the one with the throng, and then Paul Giamatti, and that one covered grief, which was very poignant and hard-hitting. But my absolute favorite was the Star Trek parody. And it had a lot of overlapping themes that I thought were rather staggering given the rise of AI in our era. That was actually covered in the season before. It was just an addendum to that. But that theme in and of itself, I thought, was more of a cautionary sort of tale and evoking us as audience members to sort of wake up considering the rise of AI, which honestly, it's kind of frightening if you want to be frank about it. But I thought that all in all, the season garners a 4.5 out of 5. 2 thumbs definitely up. There were some stories that sadly were kind of stale, had been done before, and a little bit repetitive. But when a series has gone on for that long, I think that it can fall into that kind of problem. So I don't know if it's going to be renewed for another series or not, another season or not, because Black Mirror has done actually fairly well for itself, given that it's a horror show and sci-fi all mixed into one, and it does both of those things rather well, actually. John, I was going to ask your thoughts on Black Mirror and what you felt about this particular season, given how short it was versus other ones.
I just wish the season hadn't been so short.
Yeah.
Good series. It's got that Twilight Zone vibe to it.
Yeah, definitely.
But in a little more modern setting than
a little
Twilight
bit more
Zone.
adult, too.
Yeah, and more futuristic episodes versus, Twilight Zone being kind of, current time. Most of this stuff is set in the future with, robots and AI. And
the devices
like
that they put on themselves to go into the virtual world. But I always love those.
Yep. And coming up Saturday, we've got a bicycle race.
Yeah! I'm excited.
I'm wearing the T-shirt. Pedal Putnam. It's an annual bicycle race. And we're going to be out there photographing it. That's on Saturday morning. So kind of looking forward to that. And let's see what else we got going on. We're going to do, eventually, I want to do a YouTube live. I'd like to do a live broadcast on TikTok. But we don't have enough subscribers on TikTok.
We don't.
Consider doing that. But that's, a plan in the future. But hopefully here in the next few weeks, I'd like to do, fire up YouTube for a live broadcast. And we'll be able to take telephone calls on a broadcast we've got a what's called a telephone hybrid. And that's what radio stations use to broadcast callers on the air. And we're going to be doing some a webcast on our radioactive hobby. We collect things that are slightly to moderately radioactive, things you can buy at antique shops and eBay and other places. We've got three devices for detecting radiation, Geiger counters, and we've got 2 gamma spectrometers. And we'll be kind of showing those on a webcast. I got this little gadget here. Let me push the right button. I've got one of my watches laying there. It's a microscope. It is a... let's see if I can reach over here. Touch it. It is a microscope, and I'm going to use that for probably showing the gamma spectrometer, so you can see the display on the gamma spectrometer. And we may do a live also with the radioactive stuff. We'll see. But Elizabeth has quite a few more webcasts coming up. We want to get kind of caught up on those so she can continue to publish a new webcast or a new review on Wednesdays and Fridays. That's the plan anyway. And
Yep.
What's the next review you've got coming up?
Love, Death, and Robots Season 4.
All righty. And that's another one that gets a couple of thumbs up, I'm guessing?
I liked it quite a bit, but actually there was some nags I have about it.
All righty. That'll be the next webcast that we do. I don't know if you noticed the clock earlier, but it's a little after 4:30 in the morning. For some reason, the wireless microphone didn't charge up, so we threw it on the charger, got a little bit of sleep, set the alarm early for 4 o'clock, and decided, well, we'll come out and knock out a few webcasts so we don't have to do that later in the day. So until next time.
Later.